Hello and welcome to another stream. It is BSL GosuLeague time with the round of 8. Today we are gonna watch match 3 and 4 from the round of 8. Usually now at this point I say I'm here, MasterReY, with my co-caster Snipe that you can see on my side here, but he's actually not here. He will join later. He had an important appointment, couldn't make it in time. So he will join me later, but for now we'll start without him. But that should not matter too much. We'll see some awesome games. And as always, before we start into the first game, we will take a look at the players that we have for you today. Yeah, Laser Snipe also here in the chat, so he's still waiting, but he will come soon. Okay, so let me show you the games that we have here. So here you can see the elimination bracket of this season's GosuLeague, and we are watching the third and the fourth match today. So it is Delicato against Jaeyoon in a ZVZ, and then we have another mirror matchup later on in Just versus Tech. So yeah, I mean that we have no Terrans, that was obvious already a bit earlier, so that's not too surprising. But now we have two mirrors. Some people like mirrors, some people don't like mirrors, but we'll see some awesome games for sure. So let's take a look at how the players did in their previous round. So Delicato, we saw him here. Well, yeah, it's a bit weird what you can see here. He advanced from his group, but he has 0-2 record here. That's because he got some... yeah, he basically advanced because Ozuna was disqualified later on. And I think Abuela did not show up at all. So he made it in here. It wasn't the cleanest way to get in the round of 8, I guess. But he's here. He had another shot. But he has to face a very strong opponent in his match, and that is Jaeyoon. Jaeyoon, I think most of you guys know him. I think he also played Pro League before, so he's a very strong player. He also did manage to win his group in first place, so I guess he will be the favorite in this match, if not the favorite for the whole tournament. We'll see. And on the other side, in the match later on, we have Just, who did also advance in second place. He lost to Baccario. Baccario is a very strong player. He barely lost that, even won one game, so it was actually close, but it was also close in his last game. So yeah, he got here in second place in his group, and he is playing against Tech, who actually did advance in first place in his group. So we have two matchups where it is second place against first place. So from that we should have our favorites already, but I'm sure everyone in this bracket is a top player, and we'll see some very nice and close games. Okay, so yeah, those are the matchups we have today, and we'll start with the first game of Delicato against Jaeyoon right away. The last thing I want to say before we start is, as always, frequent viewers of my stream know what's going on here. I'm always trying to read the chat between the games. Yeah, I guess when I'm solo casting, actually only between the games and not during the games, but I'm reading the chat a lot, and if you have some comments, some feedback, just any remarks, just go ahead, put them in the chat, and I will read them. Not all of them, of course, but some. Okay. So, let's jump into the first game. It's already loaded. Everything is prepared, so let's actually go into it. Ah, by the way, this will be a best of 5, so we will have 3 to 5 games here of some awesome ZVZ action. So, the map is Escalade, and here in the bottom left corner of Escalade, we have our magenta player. It is Delicato. And in the bottom right corner, oh wow! He's actually playing Terran? Well, I was not prepared for that. Sorry. I was actually not prepared. Is this the correct replay? I did not know that. Wow. Okay, forget everything I said, I guess, but yeah, it's actually TVZ. And we have not seen the last Terran in the round of 16. Wow. Okay, so we have a comment in the chat. See, that's what I mean. I think Jaeyoon plays random versus Zerg. So this could be a random Terran here. And that will be very interesting. So yeah, sorry. There was no way I could know that before watching the replays. And of course, I did not watch the replays before the cast. So yeah, okay. So I'm surprised. And that means we'll have a TVZ. We have not seen a TVZ for quite a while, so that's even better, I guess. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the depot in the choke and also the Rex. We'll probably go ahead and take a fast expansion later on. And on the other side we have Delicato. Oh, with an in-base hatchery. I think this could really mean that it was a random by Jaeyoon, because I think this is a very safe build order. So yeah, that's very interesting. But he actually like, let's pretend it's random, okay? Let's say Jaeyoon was random. Then he's actually pretty well. Yeah, lucky always sounds a bit negative, but I guess it's true in this case that he will that he found his opponent in the first spot that he scouted with the overlords, sent the overlord in the correct direction, and now he knows it's actually a Terran opponent. And he also can see no Marines building in the Rex. So this is already a lot of scouting information, so he will know, okay, there must be gas, because if not, there would be a CC here already. So he already knows it is a gas opening here by the Terran player. So that's very important. On the other side, nice eBay block, blocking the hatchery here. We have Delicato at 300 minerals, cannot place the hatchery, and it will take quite some time until that HP is depleted. But he has the first Zerglings to help with that. Will he attack it, or will he just chase the SCV? No, okay, he wants to make sure to get his expansion as soon as possible, and he does just that. There we go. On the other side, we also see Jaeyoon taking his expansion in the same moment. And also an SCV scout was hiding the SCV, or was running around to the top side. Oh, but nice block here by Delicato. Wants to make sure nothing gets scouted. And by nothing, I mean this Hydrolisting. This is interesting. We have the Overlord building. He's not supply blocked right now, but doesn't have the minerals to start his Hydras. But here we go. First Hydras are on the way. So far, no defense by Jaeyoon. Not a single unit out, except this Vulture that he is sending to the Zerg main. And yeah, that's very interesting. But yeah, I guess he has to go back, right? Okay, he's making another one. He's making another Vulture to make sure to defend this Rex as his depot. Also made a Marine here, okay. So can this Vulture do any damage? It kills the two Zerglings, but then gets blocked by the Hydralisk, and that means he has the scouting information that is indeed a Hydralisk build. So now he can actually prepare, needs to make a bunker, needs to make more Marines. He's doing just that, and now he probably will get a tank next. And this, or maybe a Goliath even. And that should be a pretty nice hold for him. It's always very important that you see this Hydralisk push as soon as possible, and yeah, Jaeyoon did just that, so this is a very good opening already. But remember, by placing the depots here in the choke, they are actually free to get killed. The bunker is not reaching this, so this is basically a free kill if he's careful, and this one should be a free kill as well. We have more units ready. Where is the tank? Okay, tank is here. It says siege mode. Siege mode halfway complete, but it will take some time. Should he maybe block this with another depot, or can he actually survive like this? He's not making more Marines. He's actually staying on this one bunker with 4 Marines total if he puts that in. And yeah, it's just tanks making, so siege mode is done, and I guess this attack is hold. No problem for him. Yeah, and what is the plan now for Delicato? Will he transition, or will he try to go for a follow-up all-in? He's actually making drones right now, so it looks like he wants to go for the transition here. Has a third base building. And yeah, I mean, he has web control with the Hydralisk now. He can just drone up, but Hydralisks don't really scale well, so he needs to invest in some other tech, and here we see the lair. So lair it is. We'll see if he makes some Mutilis or Lurkers later on. Or maybe gets into Fast Hive as well. All the possibilities, but... So yeah, what is Jaeyoon doing? Will he go for a push, or will he just macro up, maybe get a third base himself? That's the question. We see a third factory here. Also upgrades are going. Oh, sneaks the vulture out even to scout. That's very important. Can actually scout the third base, can also scout the drone count in the natural maybe. That is very important scout information. Yeah, and in the meantime, he is making more Goliaths now. He has already 3 tanks. 3 tanks are already very strong with siege mode against only like 5 Hydras here, 2 Hydras here. I mean, Delicato really does not have a lot of units. Okay, Vulture comes, attacks the first drone, and okay, 1 kill, but actually good job by Delicato, or maybe bad job by Jaeyoon to not pull it away and maybe scout the natural or scout the main. So he lost it Vulture, and so he has no scouting information of everything else here. So the Spire is going up. What do we have here? It is still a lot of Goliaths here, but still also some tank production. Yeah, for anyone who came in a bit late here, Snipe is coming soon. He has an important appointment, and he will come. Yeah, at some point later in the cast he will join me, but for now it's only myself. Even if it already says casted by MasterReY and Snipe, it's not true for the first few minutes of the cast. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, so Jaeyoon actually going for the little move out. I mean, his army is a lot stronger than Delicato's army, I think. But there's no way he can know that. And also, the Delicato has a lot of hatcheries, so he can... Yeah, he can just reinforce very quickly, I think. But needs to be careful not to lose too many units. Cannot really fight this army right now. We also see +1 upgrades finish for Jaeyoon. Meanwhile, we have still the 0-0 for Delicato. So Delicato really has to be careful. But it's always important that you try to get some time, try to delay the Terran. But now, He's very far away with the Hydras, and Jaeyoon is pushing. What is there for Delicato? What do we see in the production tab? We see 3 Mutalisks. Some are already finished. We have more Mutalisks here. So I guess this is a pretty sizable Mutalisk clump. And oh, Hellfire Rockets, or the missile upgrade, is not completed here. Maybe the Mutalisks can really take on this army. Where are the Hydras? Hydras are coming from the back. Mutalisks are fighting. Can they do it against the Goliaths? Oh, Hydralisks are killed by the tanks, and it looks like the Goliaths with their +1 attack upgrade can actually manage to defeat all the Mutalisks. The missile upgrade is completed as well. All the Mutalisks are dead, and that is a very quick 1-0 win for Jaeyoon. GG from Delicato. Yeah, and that completes our first game of the night. Jaeyoon as Terran getting his first win, and that's already a very strong game by him. Of course, we have to remember it was a Hydralist. Yeah, all in, I want to say, or very aggressive Hydralist push that did not really do any damage. It killed a single depot and that's it. So the investment surely did not pay off for Delicato, and he was behind from that very beginning. So Jaeyoon made no big mistake, just was confident, played his game and finished the game with the advantage that he got. Okay. Okay, so let me check the chat before we go into the next game, because I see some complaints here. For anyone who was here last Thursday, there were some technical difficulties. We had some lag problems. This time I can, with full confidence, I can say the lag problems are 100% fixed on my side. So it's all fine. I have not a single dropped frame, and the quality options in the Twitch player are just like they are. I can't change them. I'm not a Twitch partner, so I don't have, I cannot offer the options to reduce the resolution. But yeah, the resolution doesn't really play a big role. The bitrate is not super high. It's like 5 Mbit. So if your internet connection is over 5 Mbit or 5 Mbit, it should be no problem. Yeah, I will just go through the chat here a bit. Let's see. A pretty pink Hydralist, yeah, that's true. Yeah, quality settings, I can not do that. That's not up to me. That's Twitch choice. Yeah, I guess we have a stream running perfect for me, and my internet is crap from Edgy Voda. So yeah, on my end everything is fine as well. The bitrate is also not too high. It's only at 5 Mbit, so as long as you have 5 Mbit download, it should all be fine. If not, I'm afraid it's sadly on your end. So yeah, with that, I think we are ready for the next game. The map will be Match Point, and the game is starting right now. And here we go. So, same colors again on this map, Match Point. In the bottom left corner we have our third player. It is Delicato. And in the top right corner I can already see there's no creep. It's another TVZ with our Terran player Jaeyoon. Okay, so the question is still, is he really playing random or is he actually picking Terran? That's what would interest me a lot. So Jaeyoon, if you're here, maybe you can comment on that. And I mean, it's a very hard game to play for the other player. If you are facing a random, it can be very difficult. So let's see what he'll do. Last time he opted for a in-base hatchery in the beginning. Maybe on this map he will actually go for the expansion. The map is a bit longer. The distance between the base is a bit longer compared to close position escalate. So maybe he will actually be a bit more brave and go for that expansion here. Meanwhile, we have again Jaeyoon with the normal wall off depot over Rex. So this is actually tight. Oh yeah, it should be tight. And this time, yeah, he's already getting the gas again. So maybe it will be the same factory opening that we saw last game as well. Of course, you have to remember this time the wall is not in the natural choke. It's actually in the choke leading to the main base. So in this case, he has no possibility to get a very quick expansion if there is some early aggression. So keep that in mind. That's a little difference in the build here. I guess it's not really possible to get a good wall off here outside that early. So he goes for that wall off of the main base. Oh, and actually Delicato again doing exactly the same build here, going for that in-base hatchery followed by the pool, and is also mining gas here. So last time we saw the natural getting blocked by an eBay, and the SCV is already here. So far it's almost exactly mirrored builds, but the drone is quite far ahead from the SCV, and the minerals are already 300. Can he place it? He cannot. Very nice block here by Jaeyoon. Gets the eBay down, and yeah, the hatchery is blocked again. So he will have to delay his hatchery again, or maybe go to another base, but that is very risky, so I guess he will not do that. We'll probably just wait for Zerglings. They are spawning right now, so then he can clear up this eBay and get the hatchery down. What do we have on the other side? We have again the first vulture being built here, same as last game, and also looks like he plans to go for an expansion. Yeah, exactly the same as last game, just the difference that he does not have a full wall off here in the choke, but he will try to fix it. He will go for a wall off here right now. Okay, so oh, this time actually fast lair. No Hydralisk push. Did not work very well for him in the first game, so now he opts to go for a lair. This lair is actually quite early, I think, or maybe it's normal time, but it's a lot earlier than last game so far. And we have the Spire going down. He needs to deny the Vulture from scouting, so the Vulture should not be able to run past this choke here and get some scouting information. So that's the important part of the game here. Oh, and the speed finishes. And now he can actually catch the Vulture. Yes, he gets it. Very nice off Delicato. And now Jaeyoon, completing his wall off, needs to be a bit defensive. Has another Vulture here again to defend any Zerglings. But remember, this is not a tight wall. Zerglings can fit through here. Oh, they can even fit through here. But with two Vultures, I think everything should be fine. Even 3 Vultures now. So even if there was a gap or many gaps, it was not the best decision to commit with the Zerglings here. And yeah, his drone count, as noted in the chat, thank you. The drone count is actually very low. This looks like an all-in again. It's not a Hydro push this time, it's actually a super early Mutalist rush with a very low drone count. Very low drone count here. But the first Mutalisks are on the way. So what is the defense for Jaeyoon? So far we don't see any anti-air except one Marine here that is already damaged in the bunker. Apart from that, no anti-air here. The armory is building, so he can get some Goliaths very soon, but I'm not sure if that's maybe too late. I mean, by the time the Mutalisks are in his base, the Goliaths might just start, and they are surely not finished. But he has the vultures going in now. Where are the Zerglings? The Zerglings are not here. But luckily for him, he has some Zerglings building. But 2 vultures, if microed correctly, can easily kill those Zerglings, and then all the drones will be dead. But already losing 1 vulture, and maybe there are too many Zerglings now. Yeah, he's actually not microing anymore because the Mutalisks are in his natural, killing SCVs already. Where is the anti-air? The first Goliaths are building, but they still need a long time. eBay not completed. Can he kill the SCV buildings eBay? That would be an important kill, I think. Can he kill it? Will he notice? Does not look like he does. Okay, so eBay is finishing, but this is already a lot of damage anyways. The Goliaths are spawning right now. SCV is ready to repair. Can they do it? Very nice repair. This was a very important moment for Jaeyoon here. Needs to keep repairing. Where's the repair? Links are flooding in, and I don't think it's enough. The links with the added damage are killing the Goliaths. And that Goliath is down. But the next are spawning, I think. Maybe he can defend it, but he lost so many SCVs by now. Oh, more Zerglings are streaming in, and I think with those Zerglings reaching the Goliaths, there's not much hope left here for Jaeyoon. But nice micro actually, blocking with the SCVs, very good job here. But look at the worker count, we are in the early game here. Can he do it? Yeah, more Goliaths are finishing, so he actually survives here. I mean, he lost so many SCVs. But remember, Delicato has not made so many workers, so this is still a pretty close game. Delicato is still all in here, but so many Zerglings are streaming in. Where are the SCVs blocking? I don't think he has enough. The links are just so strong. Goliaths are dying here. Can he repair the last Goliath? Oh my god, it's the last Goliath, guys. Where's the repair? Okay, the repair is strong. He's focusing the Zerglings. Very good job here. He needs to repair this 1 Goliath. Oh my god, it's this 1 Goliath. That's crazy. 1 Goliath and it's down. It is down. 14 minerals left for Jaeyoon. And there's the GG. There is the GG. He had no SVs left. 2 Zerglings here, killing some more SCVs, and there was just nothing left. But man, this was a close game. Wow. Yeah, 11 kills Goliath. Yeah, that 1 Goliath getting repaired by all the SCVs, but in the end it was not enough. This Zergling streaming in sealed the deal. Yeah, I mean, Delicato went for another pretty aggressive strat, rushed for Mutalisks on a very low drone count, but this time it actually paid off. This time there was no scouting information, and I think we can yeah, look back to that 1 vulture that was actually trying to get into the natural, trying to get up this ramp and trying to scout, but Delicato was denying the scout with the speed Zerglings, so I think that was key to his build or the succeeding here. So GG. That brings us to 1-1, and we are ready to go into the 3rd game here. Yeah, Cameloid. Again, I see we have a lot more viewers now, so viewers are slowly streaming in. Again, for everyone in the game, you could see casted by MasterReY and Snipe. Snipe is actually not here yet. I'm still solo casting. Snipe will join me at some point during the cast. He's not here because he has an important appointment, so it is solo casting now, so no technical difficulties, everything is fine. Snipe will just come a bit later today. But that doesn't stop us from going into the third game here. And the third map will be La Mancha. I'm preparing the game right now as we speak. The score is 1-1 and now we are ready to join the third game. Let's do it. Okay, on the left side, in the top left, we have a Zerg, and this time it's not Delicato, it's Jaeyoon. So Jaeyoon got his random Zerg this time, I guess. Maybe he picked Zerg, I can't know, but he is Zerg. And in the bottom left corner we have his opponent, who is of course always Zerg. It is Delicato. Yeah, so first CVZ today. The TVZs ended 1-1. So let's see how the CVZs go. We can already see the first big difference here in the game of the two players. So this Overlord is actually scouting to an empty main base, while Delicato's Overlord is actually going to the correct main base here, where Jaeyoon's hatchery is. So Delicato will have the scouting information advantage here, and that can play a big factor in ZVZ. ZVZ is a very fast matchup, ZVZ is a very aggressive matchup, and you always want to know how many units your opponent is building. Okay, so far, what are the builds here? We have some more drones getting built, so that is 11 drones here, and looks like another in-base hatch. So really playing the same build in every game, independent of the race so far, but I guess that means that Jaeyoon is really random. So Delicato always playing the same build order, I think that's a random. So that's even more good for him, that he gets his scout information with his first Overlord as soon as possible. So that's very nice for him. Meanwhile, Jaeyoon going for the gas and for the pool. Not sure what kind of pool it was. I guess could be an overpool. I would say it was an overpool. And yeah, fast hatchery here, but again, it was already scouted by Delicato, so Delicato has the information now. And of course, Jaeyoon knows where Delicato is now, seeing this Overlord, but he still does not know what Delicato is doing in his main base. And he himself is getting the speed now, seeing that his opponent is indeed a Zerg player this time. You want to get the fast gas to get that fast Zergling speed or the fast lair. We'll see what he chooses to do. On the other side, we see Jaeyoon getting that fast lair. No speed researching now, but he's still mining gas with 2 drones. I guess we'll see the speed very soon. Or will he? Yeah, okay, that is. So lair and speed. First Zerglings are out for both players, and I mean, you have to remember, Delicato has double production right now. He has 2 hatcheries. He can make double the links compared to Jaeyoon for the first, for the few 1-2 minutes here. But now, of course, Jaeyoon's hatchery is finished as well. So I don't think we'll see any players committing with mass Zerglings so far. Delicato also getting his Zergling speed now, also getting his lair in the same order, but of course he took his gas a bit later, so Jaeyoon is slightly ahead on that. But you look at the worker count. The worker count is actually in favor of Delicato. We will see if that plays a role. I mean, Jaeyoon got the expansion. If you get that expansion, you need some drones to use it, you know? If you just start mining gas here with 3 drones, it's not going to work. You don't have enough drones for your minerals. So he cannot really use this expansion yet. He can use the hatchery for the production, but he cannot really use the resources in this natural yet. So let's see the timing of the Spire here. It's halfway done for Jaeyoon and only just started for Delicato. But now we have a little Zergling fight. It looks like we have around the same number of Zerglings for both players. But Delicato actually not together with all of his Zerglings, even getting some damage in here. Oh, but I think with the ramp, with the concave, he is in a good position to defend this attack. I mean, he has a double hatchery production here. He can reinforce this very quickly. Will Jaeyoon still commit? It looks like yes. He will still commit. Are there more Zerglings in production? Yes, there are. There are more Zerglings in production. I think Delicato has more than enough. Gets a little bit low here on the ramp. Yeah, got some bad trades here for a bit, but overall he just has enough units. But Jaeyoon sneaking in, getting the scouting information, seeing the Spire. Yeah, he's actually seeing it completing. The first Mutalisks are on the way for Jaeyoon already. So, but first he has to defend this counter-attack. Delicato has more Zerglings and the drone count is not super big. It's 10 to 10 right now. I wonder how Delicato lost those 2 drones. Did he actually... I think he actually lost some drones, maybe 2 drones against those 2 Zerglings. That would be a huge win for Jaeyoon. And now we see the first air units for Delicato as well. And he opts to go for Scourges. Can Jaeyoon micro the Scourges? That's the question here. Can he do it? A lot of Zerglings coming, and I think Jaeyoon, he has to fly away, and he's not... He's actually losing all of his Mutalisks, and all those Zerglings are streaming in. Delicato in a very strong position here to take the game. Killing a lot of drones. The Mutalisks are just not enough to kill the Zerglings in time here, and the drones are just dying. And there is nothing left. Jaeyoon has to GG. And that means we have a 2-1 lead for our... yeah, I would say underdog, for our player who did barely get into the round of 8 because another player got qualified, but he is showing that he's a strong player. He's no free win. He has what it takes to defeat a former Pro League player here in Jaeyoon. I think that's true. So please correct me if I'm not correct here. Yeah, wonderful, strong game by Delicato. I think Jaeyoon maybe was a bit too confident with his earlier Mutalisks, but did not really make sure to defend the big masses of Zerglings. I mean, some Mutalisks, if you only have 2 or 3, they take so long to kill some Zerglings. And it's not enough. I think losing those 3 first Mutalisks against the Scourges was just the nail in the coffin. And we will go to the next game. Game 4 with a 2-1 lead for Delicato. Okay, the game is almost prepared. Delicato leading 2-1. And the map will be Clay Fields. We have seen that map in the previous rounds. Was not picked too often, but I guess you all know how it looks. Okay, yeah, the game is prepared and we will go into it any second. There we go. Okay, 2-1 lead for Delicato, who is spawning here in the top right corner of Clay Fields, and his opponent, again with Terran, needs to win 2 games in a row now to get to the semifinals. It is Jaeyoon. Yeah, so another Terran game here, another TVZ. And Overlord scouting again in the correct direction. So Delicato really, I think in every single game, he scouted his opponent in the first position. I mean, of course, on match point, that's no big deal, I would say, but on the other two 4-player maps, that was the same. So Delicato really having nice overlords here. And will he do the same build order again? I mean, he is 2-1. His build order worked pretty well so far. His base hedge into pool. I guess you will see the same again. Yeah, there's the 11 supply. The minerals go up to 300, and here we have the hatchery again. So same build order. This time not the same build order for Jaeyoon, or yeah, well, I should say not the same building positioning for Jaeyoon. So he's not going for a wall here or here. He's just going for the in-base barracks. Has the depot here tucked away in the corner behind my head. There you can see it. And no gas so far. No gas. That is very interesting. Also scouting in the incorrect direction here, sadly for him. So he needs some more time to see what his opponent is up to. So this time we will not see the eBay block. Delicato will probably get his hatchery up before the SCV arrives here. And he already got the scouting information of the Terran. I hope he saw the SCV, otherwise he will lose his Overlord. The Overlord! Okay, he sees the Rex, he instantly turns around, but I guess the Marine could have actually committed here. With the second Marine finishing, maybe he could have killed the Overlord. Not sure if he actually saw it. Now he's actually going... Yeah, I guess he didn't see it. I guess he just didn't see. Oh, the drone! Drone gets killed, actually. Wow. Okay, hatchery is getting placed. Oh, 600 minerals here. 600 minerals for Jaeyoon. Wow. That is a blunder, I have to say. Maybe he focused a bit too much on the drone and the Overlord. Going up to 600 minerals when you have a no gas build. Whew, that is quite a blunder, I would say. Maybe he was focused on his scouting SCV as well, but that will delay his build for a bit for sure. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have some speed researching for Delicato. And yeah, no more gas. Okay, never mind. No, just that I wanted to say no more gas mining. He actually puts 3 drones back into gas, so we'll probably get the lair here very soon. But the question is, will we see some Zerglings with that speed? Or will he just get like 4 or 6 to defend the first vulture? That's the question. But the first vulture is actually not coming at all. So we still have no factory built. There's the academy and there's the eBay. So we will see a bio game here. We will see some early upgrades for the bio probably. We'll see some yeah, stim, range, just the bio upgrades. And the lair is coming for Delicato. Yeah, I mean, Jaeyoon has the scouting information of the natural at least. He was in the main earlier before as well, but now that the lair started, I don't think he entered the main base, and he cannot do it because the Zerglings are blocking it. So now scouting information here for Jaeyoon. This SCV is maybe getting killed. Yeah, I guess it's getting killed, yes. And remember, there was already a game where Jaeyoon lost to some early Mutalisks, so I think he will play extra safe here. Even sending out another SCV will probably get his turrets as well very soon. Otherwise, it will be a bit dangerous. So we see the Spire here again, but this time Delicato going up a lot more drones. In the game on match point, where he went for fast Mutalisks, he actually had only like 12 drones. This time going up to 27, so not really a super cheesy play here, just a normal 2-base Mutalisks. And the turrets, they still have some time, but I think he will start them soon. Okay, getting the comsat station. Maybe he wants to wait for the scan. And yeah, I mean, Delicato doesn't really have any scouting information either, but I guess if he just pokes this natural here, he can already see the amount of Marines, he can see the medics, so he knows it's bio if he pokes in here. And there is the scan. Not sure where it was. Okay, it was in the main base. Okay, you can actually see the spire here with that scan. So nice scan here for Jaeyoon. So now he can actually prepare for the Mutalisk. And also, this triggers him to move out a bit, it looks like. Needs to be careful. His marine count is not super high here. Only on 8. Yeah, 9 marines now. I'm a bit scared. The turrets are still not coming. And the Mutalisks are already hatching almost. Okay, now the turrets are. So, yeah, just in time. He will get his turrets and the Mutalisks are hatching. Okay, this is a bit bigger force. What are the upgrades? Okay, +1 upgrades not quite finished. The range also not quite finished. So Delicato, if he micros correctly here, it should be almost no problem here for him to defend this attack. And you can already see super nice micro. Almost getting no hits on the Mutalisk here, killing 4 marines and a medic already. And this is a dangerous position here for Jaeyoon. Okay, picks off a Mutalisk now, so maybe now Jaeyoon is actually a bit more prepared and can focus individual Mutalisks, as you can see here. So good job by him. And meanwhile we have the third base going up for Delicato. What is the transition here? Will he just stay on Mutalisk or will he go to Lurkers? The answer is already in the production tab. We'll see the Lurker upgrade. Lurkers are researching, he will transition from the Mutalisk. But he already did some damage, killing some SCVs here, killing some Marines. And he has the force to maybe pick off this Marine group before it can reinforce. He's so far away, I think he cannot do it. Oh my god, this group will get reinforced. And then that's a pretty sizable army. The Lurkers are not done yet. The upgrade, okay, just finished now. Will he morph the Lurkers? Where are the Lurkers? Oh, no Hydras here, no Hydras. You should usually prepare with making some Hydras so you can morph them here already. This time, that's not the case. No Hydras morphing. So he needs to defend this attack with Zerglings and Mutalisks. That is actually pretty hard. I think this army from Jaeyoon can easily kill this base. He just needs to commit. Is he actually scared? There are no Lurkers at all. Yeah, and he just goes up the ramp. There's nothing here. The Hydralisks are just too late. He needed to make the Hydralisk earlier, before the Lurker upgrade is actually completed, so that he can start the Hydralisk immediately. This was not the case here, and now losing some Mutalisks here as well. So very nice trade here for Jaeyoon. Very nice move out with that army, and this is very, very good for him. But the first Lurkers are on the map now. Will he actually just go into some counter attack, or will he try to get this army? It looks like he's trying to surround the army here, trying to get a good angle here, and maybe he now found it. Yes, he engages here. Lurkers are burrowing. Yeah, not the best spikes, only going for the medics here. But yeah, okay, he lost one Lurker, I guess was fine. And now he's actually moving to the natural again. Jaeyoon is actually pretty prepared against some Lurker all-in with 2 bunkers here. Oh, it's also killing a Lurker here? No, he's not killing a Lurker. And this could be very dangerous. A lot of Zerglings coming. Remember, this is Jaeyoon's life on the line here. And the reinforcements are not coming back. There are so many Lurkers. Okay, he actually can hold it with that one bunker. Man, I have to say, this was pretty close. If he just unburrows all these 6 Lurkers and burrows them near the bunker before the Zerglings are dead, he could have actually killed it, I think. But in this case, he's not killing Jaeyoon just yet, but Oh my god, this is a very strong position for Delicato. And he is reinforcing. He is making more. He wants to go for the kill. The third base is also up now here, close to his natural. And if he can just clear this group of units, then there's nothing stopping him from sieging the natural. Oh, and Jaeyoon not careful. Oh, losing some marines for free here almost. And I think this could be the end for Jaeyoon. What does he have? Are there any tanks? No. Are there any... Irradiate. Irradiate is researching. The first vessel is almost complete, but there are so many lurkers. 3 lurkers here, another one here. So that's 4 lurkers. And here's just a lot of time to buy until that irradiate is done. Okay, now it is actually done, but the energy is not here yet. But it's a very hard position for Jaeyoon. He needs to clear this lurkers without losing too many of his marines. If he loses like half of his marines in the process, there's no way he can punish Delicato. Delicato already in a very good position with that third base, is mining gas. He has a lot of drones as well. Upgrades are going. Delicato in a very good position. Oh, and I actually missed the move out, but it looks like no marines were lost, or almost no marines. It looks pretty good already. It's pretty good still for his marine count. Oh! Okay, losing 6 more marines against a single lurker. Okay, what is built here for Delicato? Getting that greater spire with that hive tick. And the guardians are already morphing. 6 guardians. And so many zerglings as well. And Jaeyoon has this one army. I think this is a very hard game for Jaeyoon to come back. He doesn't really have any option against those guardians here. Actually 7 guardians here. Where are the vessels? Okay, we have 2 irradiates here. 2 irradiates. But 2 irradiates are not enough against 7 guardians. Is irradiating the first 2 here, but there are still 5 guardians chasing the army. Will he push? Will he slow push across the map to the natural? Another vessel is joining. Will he get another irradiate? Yes, he will do it soon. This is very micro dependent as well. He needs to make sure to not lose this army. If he loses this army one time, I think it's over for Jaeyoon. What are the upgrades? Let's check the upgrades. It's 1-1. Has a second, second level of the upgrades for the attack going, halfway done, but the armor is not researching right now. Okay, some more radiates, very nice. Oh, needs to be careful that he's not losing those guardians for free here. Oh man, I think that was not the worst trade here for Delicato. Only 3 guardians left. Where are the zerglings? The zerglings are not defending the guardians right now. Guardians are just dying here. Delicato not careful enough. But he has the Dark Swarm now. The Dark Swarm is coming, and when the Zerg reaches the Terran base with the Dark Swarms, it's almost close to being over. Can actually fight some Zerglings here outside of the Dark Swarm. That's very important. Kills the Defiler. So Jaeyoon really doing what he can here, killing that Overlord as well. But when that Dark Swarm hits the natural, there's nothing stopping these lurkers from wrecking the natural. And I think this could be Jaeyoon's last moment in this tournament. He has that group in the middle. He can maybe get some reinforcements and slowly try to defend his natural, but this is so hard to do. Where's the Defiler? I think the Defiler is actually not alive anymore, so that's the first step. That's a very important step. Yeah, the Defiler is actually not here anymore. I mean, yes, it's a very bad position here for Jaeyoon, but he's not out yet. He can still do it. He has the vessel count, it's increasing. He's already at 4 vessels. We see no scourges or anything. And I mean, let's be honest, Delicato is making mass Zerglings, and mass Zerglings can die to mass Firebats very easy, you know? So let's not count Jaeyoon out yet. He can do it. Oh, no, no, never mind. The Firebats are dying here. But so are the Zerglings. Okay, so... Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't even believe this. Okay, I mean, he defends his natural, but he lost so many Marines. But remember, he still has the group in the middle. If he can retain this group in the middle and not lose the vessels and continue to increase his vessel count, there is a chance to come back for sure. Every vessel, look, he can kill the Defiler, he can kill both Lurkers, and then it's only Marines. Only Marines can be killed, easy. Only Lurkers, sorry. So the Irradiates are coming, and to be honest, Delicato, he doesn't have a lot more units, it's only Zerglings. It's only Zerglings here for Delicato. And this is not going to work, you can see it here. He's trying to run past. Can he block the ramp? Can he block this? Yeah, looks good. Looks very good for Jaeyoon. I think we are seeing a comeback here. I think we see Jaeyoon actually climbing back into this game. Killing another lurker here for basically free. Only losing a single marine here under the vessels. But now the Ultralists are out. But remember, the vessels are still here. If he cannot lose the vessels, he can come back, but now he lost his whole army and he is losing the vessels. The vessels are dying right now. And this is destroying any hope. Jaeyoon needs to save his vessels. He cannot lose the vessels here. This is not the way, and he's at 2k minerals. Jaeyoon. I mean, he has the third base up, so I'm not sure what to say, guys. This game is up and down for both players. Jaeyoon is climbing back, then he's losing units, he's climbing back. But if I look at the state of the game here, we can actually see a pretty okay position for Jaeyoon. I think he has the third base up. His upgrades are pretty nice as well. 2-1. Getting the third attack upgrade. What are the upgrades for our Zerg player? 0-1. 0-1 upgrades for our Zerg player. Okay, just starting the second upgrade right now. Ultralists also have no armor here. Armor not done. Is there any additional evolution chamber researching armor? No, there's not. So upgrade advantage goes to Jaeyoon here. If he can get 1 or 2 good fights and if he can kill those Ultralists, he can actually win this game. Another Defiler bites the dust here against an Irradiate. I think the medic count is actually pretty high. I'm not sure if I like that, but if he can control his units, he can certainly do it. Another Defiler is spotted by the vessels. The vessels are going for it. But yeah, losing track here. Maybe it was coincidence, I'm not sure. Oh, another job here by Jaeyoon. Nice job. Nice job dropping the mineral line here. Ultralists cannot reach and all the drones are dying. All the drones are dying. Jaeyoon is actually climbing back into this game here. Very, very nice job here. The Ultralists can actually go behind the minerals, but it was not microed correctly early on. Okay, pretty decent micro. Nice medic wall against that Ultralist. I have to say, wonderful micro by Jaeyoon. Nice harassment as well. Another drop here to the third base. Needs to make sure to go out of the range of the Sunkens here. Yeah, he is doing that. I mean, this was a very... Oh, those were some very nice last 2 minutes or so for Jaeyoon. And maybe he can actually pick off the space now. This could be the deciding part of the game. Where are the reinforcements? The reinforcements are coming. Can he get the medic block on the ramp? Where's the medic block? Okay, hold position on the medics. And he is focusing. 3 armor upgrades against 2 attack upgrades here. And he is holding this ramp. It looks like he's actually killing the space. He will kill the space. The defense forces of Delicato are not here anymore. 3 lurkers finished. Can he focus the lurkers? No, he's not watching. He is actually not watching. Now he is, but is it too late? 1 lurker left. 1 lurker left. Oh, the units are still blocked here. The lurker is dead. Can he do it? 4 marines and 1 million medics are holding this ramp. What is going on? Another fight here in the middle. Oh my god, the medic block. Delicato not really watching his unit. He's not focusing the medics. He just ran against the medics and he actually did not accomplish anything and lost all of his units. And there is the GG. Wow. What a game. What a game. Jaeyoon climbing back into this game with wonderful micro, nice harassment, and it looks like Delicato did not do the best job at microing in the end here. Lost many circlings for free, was not targeting the medics, was running against the medics with Ultralist, was not really going behind the minerals here with his Ultralist to defend the drop. So it looks like Delicato maybe was a bit was not able to keep up with the multitasking in the late game. So maybe that's one of the weaknesses of Delicato. And maybe Jaeyoon can actually exploit that in the last game. We'll see very soon. And this means we are at 2-2 and the last game will decide this first series of the night. I will prepare the game, but I have another surprise for you guys, I think. So let me first adjust the overlay here very quickly. It's 2-2 now. The game is prepared and I got a Discord message. I think most of you know what that means. The Discord message, okay, it's sadly not what we thought it means. So I got a message by Snipe saying that okay, so he has some more delays in his appointment, sadly. And that means he's still unsure if he can actually make it. So yeah, that's too bad. I guess we cannot change it. But we'll enjoy this game without him anyways, I hope. We'll see. So we have another series. It will take some more time, so maybe it can come later, but it looks like it will take a bit more time. Anyways, so let's then go into that game 5 to find out who makes it into the semifinals between Delicato and Jaeyoon. Let's go. The map is Monte Cristo. Okay, game is being prepared here. Some comments in the chat. I want to read the chats, as I said, before we go into more action here. Maybe let me actually try something here. There we have our chat. Wonderful. There we go. So we replaced Snipe with the chat here. So you guys are Snipe now. So you can share your thoughts like Snipe is sharing his thoughts with me and with you guys, of course. Yeah, and when he comes, we will change it back. But for now, you guys are my co-caster. So let me see something here. I saw during the game, I saw some chat messages that were actually quite funny. Things like, oh my god, Jaeyoon is really out and so on. I cannot find it, but it looks like many of you guys thought that Jaeyoon actually lost the last game, but he actually climbed back. And now we have some more chat here. Happy for game 5. yes, we are all happy for more nice StarCraft. And yeah, hi, who won quarterfinal 1 and 2? Actually, I have to say I don't know because I missed the cast myself and Wikipedia is not updated. So maybe one of you guys can answer that in the chat. Who won the first 2 quarterfinals? And yeah, I guess that's all the chat. Oh, here we have a compliment. Thank you. Thanks a lot here. You're doing a great job casting. No worries. One of the better casters I've heard, if I'm being honest. Thanks a lot. 11 BC2. And lucky noob finding out the comment that I was seeing, exposing Justin 4377 here. Okay, some fun chat here, and I think now we are ready to go into game 5. The game is prepared, and we can start. Let's do it. So here we have it. The map is Monte Cristo. Monte Cristo was the start map in the last round, in the round of 16. Monte Cristo is usually a very unpopular map, or I should not say unpopular, I will just say it's not played in many tournaments. It's only played in BSL, I think. So it's not a map that everyone is super used to. So maybe that will play a role. So that's the map here. And in the top left corner, we have our random player, again as Zerg. Well, we remember the only game as Zerg, he actually lost. So we'll see how that goes here. Yeah, in the top left corner, this is of course a 2-player map. And in the bottom right corner, we have our main Zerg player. It is Delicato. Okay. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know the maps, the distances between the bases are actually pretty big. In the center you have some temples that you can destroy. We'll see that very soon when the overlords reach the middle here. But I don't think this will play a role in a ZVZ. I don't think they are actually stacked, so you need a lot of units to clear this, and you need splash. I don't think we'll see that in a ZVZ here. But what we will see, what we can see is some fast Zerglings anyways, but they need a bit longer compared to other maps. So maybe Zergling rushes are not super strong on this map, and we can see both players knowing this fact and adapting to the map and going for that fast expansion here. So very good job here by both players. I will assume that's what they did. I think they chose this strategy specifically for this map because the rush distance is so long. And now, of course, we have the pool going up behind that for both players. Nothing too crazy. But we see the first difference. Delicato getting no gas here, or a bit later gas, while Jaeyoon actually has his gas completed already. Will he start mining? Yes, he will start mining immediately. So, little early gas advantage goes to Jaeyoon. But it's possible that this will not play a role. We'll see. Okay, yeah, you can see the production tab here in the top left. The first Zerglings are out, are getting built. Jaeyoon actually did not save 3 lava, only got 1 pair of Zerglings here. So maybe we'll see some early aggression coming from Delicato here. Zergling speed not researching. Okay, goes for the early lair. What do we see here on the other side? Also early lair. So both players going for the lair here instead of the speed. And now Jaeyoon following the speed a bit late, I have to say. Usually you want to get the speed as soon as you hit the second 100 gas. He started his speed a bit later, so his early gas advantage is not as big as it could be here. for the speed. Oh, and Delicato actually hiding some Zerglings. Not sure if the Overlord saw that. So that could be very interesting here. It's now showing his other Zerglings here in the choke of the natural. Meanwhile, we have a Sunken already up for Jaeyoon. So both players, I think, are pretty safe here with a lot of Zerglings against the Sunken and Zerglings. Of course, Jaeyoon needs to be careful. A Sunken will not kill infinite Zerglings. He needs to get some more Zerglings as well, otherwise he could lose the game very quickly. He is joining up right now. He's still making more drones, and this could be very careful even if you have one Sunken colony. You need to be careful here. The Zerglings are still, the Zerglings numbers are still growing, and now I think he will soon attack. The links are here as well. Will he go? The speed is finishing. It is actually finished now, and now will he actually move? Yes, he will move. Okay, we see the Zerglings streaming across the map. More Zerglings getting built by Jaeyoon. The Spire is not done yet. So, can he defend this attack? I mean, he got some more Zerglings. He has more streaming in. He has the Sunken. I think he's actually fine here. So, he got some additional drones, but stopped early enough to get some additional Zerglings. So, I think he's totally fine here. Placing his Zerglings in a nice line here. Look at this. And I think he's totally fine here with that Sunken as well. Yeah, no way Delicato is getting up there. Actually wasting a lot of Zerglings here in my opinion. It was pretty obvious that he will not break Jaeyoon here with that Sunken, but he still continued to fight and still continued to lose some Zerglings. So not the best attack, and the Mutalisks are being built. The first Scourges are being built. So again, Jaeyoon going for the Mutalisks against Delicato going for the Scourges. I mean, we saw that in the only DVZ that we saw, that Jaeyoon was not too careful, not too good at microing his Mutalisks against Scourges. So he needs to be very careful, but this time I think he's in a much better position. He has that expansion, he has the Sunken and the Zerglings, and he has more Mutalisks this time. And he also catches the Zerglings here, so can actually see everything. Can he micro the Scourges this time? Oh, okay, losing one and getting hit again. But this time I think he has enough Mutalisks. I think he has enough. Or will we see the repeat? Will we see the repeat here? Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. 1, 2, 3 drones going down. 4. 5. Okay, 5 drones going down. I'm not sure how many died in the natural here. We see 1 kill on the Zergling, for example. Anyways, let's just look at the numbers here. We have 10 to 10 for the worker, so it's fine. He is actually not dead this time. He loses some drones, but he has a very much bigger Mutalisk numbers compared to the earlier ZVZ that we have seen. And oh my god, actually mass Scourges being built here by Delicato. He relies only on Scourges. So if the micro is good by Jaeyoon, he can actually finish the game here, but it's not good. He's actually losing some Mutalisks. Okay, now this was very good. Microing the Scourges here, and I think this could be it. This could be the game. The Zerglings are dead. I think this is it. He will kill all the drones here. Nothing going on here for Delicato. This time the micro was good enough from the Mutalisks against the Scourges, and this means he can kill everything in the main base of Delicato. No defense anymore. And yeah, I mean, that's GG. That is GG. Nothing going on here in the base of Delicato. 3 drones. He does not want to leave, but the game is actually over, and here comes the GG. It is 3-2 for Jaeyoon. He advances to the semifinals. Congratulations to Jaeyoon. Managed to outmicro the Scourges this time, unlike the first CVZ, and catches, or I'm not sure how to say it, but gets the win in the series with that last clutch ZVZ win here, and advances 3-2. Okay. So, that was our first series of the night. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought we see a ZVZ which is very quick, but we actually saw a random Jaeyoon getting 3 Terran games and 2 Zerg games. Not a single Protoss game, very sad. But yeah, very nice series anyways, and very close one as well. Very strong games by both players. I really enjoyed that series. What about you guys? So the chat, as my co-caster, is open here again. What do we have? Chinese triangle, yes. I don't want to go into detail here, but Chinese triangle is basically the micro technique that you use with Mutalisks against Scourges. You fly into like a triangle, and that kind of glitches the Scourges, so they turn around and not hit your Mutalisks. There's actually a video about this from day 9, so just Google it, Chinese Triangle StarCraft, you should find it. And yeah, he was able to do that very well in that last game. He actually did out-micro the Scourges, and that what brought him the win, to be honest. Oh, here, there's information. Delicato once win WGT. It was great time for StarCraft. Yeah, I'm actually a very old school player myself. I started playing StarCraft in 2004, and I remember that World Gaming Tour, WGT, was around back then. There was also the Clan League from that organization, so that was a great time for sure. But I mean, with Remastered here we have another great time, so I really like it. Who ended up winning? I missed the last game. It was Jaeyoon getting the win 3-2. Can you tell me who Delicato is? Well, I guess you can scroll up the chat and read some things about him, but he's a Swedish Zerg player. I don't have a lot more information for you, I'm afraid. But you surely have the chat helping you out there. But looks to be a very old school player, very strong old school player. Swedish Zerg. Yeah, I think that's what we have here. I think that will wrap up our first series of the night, and before we go into the second series, I will show you again what the second series is. There we go. So that was Delicato against Jaeyoon, with Jaeyoon advancing to the semifinals in this place. And now we see who his opponent will be in the semifinals, and that will be decided between Just and Tech in a PvP best of 5. Yeah, but before we do that, I will go for a small break. I hope you don't mind too much. I need to drink a bit as I'm solo casting here, so don't go away. 3 minutes break, and I hope I have some music prepared for you. In the meantime, 1 second. Yes, I do. I do have some music prepared. Okay, so be right back, guys. 3 minutes. Don't leave. And then we'll see an awesome PvP in the last series of the night, in the last series of the quarterfinals. So stay tuned. Okay, I am back with BSL GosuLeague round of 8. Match 4 coming up between Just and Tech. Before we start this, let's take a last look at the chat here. We have some discussion about age in StarCraft. I guess we will not go too deep into this, so yeah, I guess you can still 100% play with wife and kids, for example. That's totally fine. So if you're older, a bit older than all the younglings with their 18 years, don't worry, just keep playing and you can always improve and get up the ladder. There's nothing that's like too old for playing when you're 30 or so. Okay, I'm preparing the next game, which is the first game between Just and Tech. Okay. Oh, by the way, I want to mention, thanks for all the followers, and also thanks for Cold Warp Gates for raiding with a party of 7 teams. Thank you. Okay, and now we have our game almost prepared here. Game 1 between Just and Tech. I'm just fixing the overlay very quickly, and now we should be ready for the game. So let's jump into it. Here we have game 1 of our player in the top right corner of the map Escalade. It is DM Tech. And he is going up against his opponent in the bottom left corner. It is Just. Too juicy, but I will just say Just. Okay, so let's see. We have a PvP. I know some people are not too happy with that matchup, I will say. But I still hope we can see some nice games and maybe you can find some enjoyment out of this. I really like PvP myself. I'm a Protoss myself as well, so I guess it fits. So let's see. Some people always say that PvP can be too coin flippy, but they actually totally do not think that's the case, because you have so much ways to figure out what your opponent is doing early on. It's not too obvious. I mean, you don't have an observer early on, you can't get into the main base with your probe early on. But what you can actually do is just poke at the ramp with your first 2 or 3 units, and you can see so much. You can see the goon count. You can see if the goons have range. You can see the unit count in general to figure out how many gates they have, how much gas they spent on goons or range. Or maybe they built a lot of zealots, so that means he's probably going for DT. Stuff like that you can always do in PvP. It might not be obvious to a non-Protoss player. But once you play some PvPs and you try that out a bit, you will realize that it's very possible to get some early scouting information, even with poking at the ramp. So, let's see what they're up to here. We saw Tech actually scouting the middle, scouting for the proxy gates. I remember in the round of 16, Tech actually did go for proxy gates himself against the Zerg player. So the proxy thing is in his head for sure. Okay, so let's see what the build order is here. We have a gas, we have the goon building, all very normal here. Will we see the range or not? That's the question. Probably yes. Well, I have to say, it's late. It's late. Let's put it that way. Meanwhile, on the other side we have the goon and the range, very normal. Will he get the range now? Wow, still no range. Okay, now research is range. Okay, that's a really weirdly late range. So that can play a factor. If he moves out with the units too early, before the range is done, and just is ready in front of his ramp with some goons, or they fight in the middle or so, and just has the goon advantage, that can be dangerous. That can be very dangerous here. But anyways, he's going for the robotics. Meanwhile, we have the robotics also going up for just, so it looks like it will not matter too much. We have the same build orders here. And it also looks like no player wants to really get aggressive. Both players are just sitting here. But see, this is what I mean. See how much earlier the range of just is. And he's actually going across the map. If he attacks these units when he has range, and he maybe attacks this goon when he has range and Tech has no range, it can actually matter in a game like this. Look at this. The range is almost done. He's a bit too early. A bit too early. Oh, he's actually... he's staying out of vision. He's actually staying out of vision. But he only has 2 goons against 3. So now the range is done and the range for Tech is not done. And he is committing. Ah, okay. He just goes back because he has less units. He doesn't want to risk it. But imagine him having like 2 more goons here. The game could be over at this point. So this can play a role. Okay, let's see what the players are doing. So we have a shuttle going up. Well, shuttle, but no robotics. So we'll see robotics now. Okay, so probably we'll go for an observer here and then a Reaver afterwards. What else do we have here on the other side? We have an observer and also a robotics support base. So he will also go for Reaver, but he actually saves the money for this shuttle, so he can actually go for the fast expansion. This shuttle here is not really useful right now because you're still on 1 gateway, so that means you cannot really go for a very aggressive strong push. Even if you have the shuttle and the Reaver, you just don't have enough units, you know? So this shuttle actually delays this expansion by a lot. So I'm not sure if that was the best investment here. So if yeah, just gets his Reavers out now, continues to make units, he should be in a pretty nice position. He just needs to make sure to not be caught off guard here, maybe from the high ground. So that's dangerous. If Tech goes from this ramp, then he has to go back to his natural immediately. Otherwise, it's very dangerous. Now you can see the expansion going up for Tech here. So you can see very late. But now the Reaver is done. Is there actually also shuttle speed for anyone? No, I don't see it. Okay, so he will go. He actually added the second gate. So maybe he has a few more goons as well. Yeah, this depends a lot on positioning. So Juicy has a few less units, but usually if you're in a defensive position with the Reaver, you will usually be fine. But I have to say I'm very scared that he's out here. Why is he not in the natural? This is very dangerous. This is super dangerous what he's doing here. He has to fight against high ground now. This makes no sense. He has to go back. He cannot stay like this. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Yeah. He even got the shield battery, but is fighting here instead of with the shield battery in the natural. And that's what cost him the game. What can I say, guys? What can I say? Yeah. I mean, you just need to be in a defensive position if you have a Reaver and no shuttle. You can't stay outside like this. I mean, it's pretty obvious that there is the high ground here compared to this, and there's high ground here, so obviously your opponent will not come from the low ground, so he will come from the high ground. So this was a bad positioning by Just. But so far, he's still in the game. He lost a lot of probes. He got his Reaver now. He got some more goons. So he's still in this. He is still in this game. So let's see what's going on. Okay, he's still making probes all the time. He has a good probe advantage. He's adding more gateways now. The game is not over yet, but this was very costly for Just. Losing so many probes, losing mining time, losing the Reaver. So that was very hurtful. Okay, can't see the 4 gateways here. So he knows that there are more units coming. He knows that the tech is not just teching to storm and expanding or so. So he needs to get some units himself. He's still making Reavers. Okay, second Reaver's out, now making a shuttle so he can actually micro them. But yeah, to be honest, this position is like 100 times better than this position that he had earlier. So there's no way he's taking any damage against the push here. But he could take damage against the drop. So is there drop defense? I see nothing in the main base. This is also pretty open, but the units are pretty close. I'm not sure. Oh, takes a shot. Not picked up. Oh! Oh my god, that was so close. The Reaver almost shot those retreating probes. Whew. Oh, and now he just moves out. Wow. But no, he's again fighting up the high ground. This time he has more units and he can also micro his Reavers. But I'm not sure why he's doing this at all. I don't get this move. Yeah, and that means he's losing. Oh, blocks the Scarab with the goons. Yeah, so, I mean, he wins this fight, of course, because he just had way more units. He had 2 Reavers instead of 1. He had a lot more goons. He was fighting with the Reavers against the goon army without the Reavers for some time. So, overall, good fight for Just, for sure. But, again, not the super best trade, because he was fighting low ground against high ground. But he's actually, yeah, I would say, well, yeah, I want to say he caught back up in the game pretty well so far. But he's still behind for sure. He's still like 10 or 9 probes behind. What is the tech? What is the additional tech? Are they both just going mass goon, mass Reaver? Or is there any additional tech? We still see Reavers getting produced. We see another shuttle. And we see the same. Okay, we see the Citadel here for Just. So Just is transitioning. He is still on 3 gateways against now 5 gateways. So that could be dangerous if he engages in a fight before his additional tech kicks in. But now we take a look at this drop here. Can he hit? Looks like it will be a dot, yes. So no damage taken there. Okay, so of course in bigger armies Storm will beat Reavers. Storms are just way more damage against slow Reavers. They can easily get killed. Storm is pretty much superior, but Tech could do a strong attack before Storm is finished. He has more gateways for quite a while. And he has the shuttle and the 2 Reavers. He is actually going for the push now. What is there for Just? Okay, actually getting another Reaver. Reavers are very good in a defensive position. So he has 2 Reavers now, getting another shuttle. Not another Reaver. That's interesting. How far is the Storm? Storm just started now. Oh, those will take a while. Those upgrades will not play a role in the next fight. That could be very dangerous. You can see the supply is hugely in the favor of Tech. So this could be the end. Again, Just, in my opinion, not in a good position here. Would be way better in his natural. So what are the Reaver shots? Oh, first Reaver shot, no micro here by Just, no picking up the Reavers. He has two shuttles. Two shuttles not being used at all. And he just dies. Just way more units for tech, no micro for Just. And that is game 1, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? Good game by Tech. Some questionable positioning and micro by Just, and he pays the price and loses the first game. So Tech is up 1-0 now, and we will go into the second game right away. After I fix everything here, the overlay. Okay, we also got some information in the chat that Laser Snipe, or just Snipe, is actually coming. He will arrive in around 20 minutes, so we'll probably do one more game. And then he should be here for the third game. Let's see. The unintentional puns are just too juicy. Did I do some unintentional puns? I'm not sure. I mean, I of course I use the word just a lot. Yes, okay. But that's pretty much it, I think. Okay, so the game is prepared. We can jump into it. Game 2 of Just against Tech. Here we go. I will switch... No, I will not switch the colors, because yellow against yellow in the mirror matchup is not the best way to cast the game. So we'll stay with 10 in the top left corner for Just, and pale yellow in the top right corner for Tech here. Okay, both players just getting the pylon in the base, so no crazy proxy gates or so going on. But the map is La Mancha, so La Mancha is really not the map where you can actually do proxy gates, because there's no middle where you can build them. And I mean, it's a 4-player base, so there's no really an option to go proxy gates here. You can do some delayed proxy gates, so you go like a 1 gate in your base and then 2 more gates after you have scouted your opponent near him. So then you can go for 3 gate goons, for example, but no all-in early proxies here. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Ifrit. Ifrit, of course. Ah, no, never mind. Let me not get into something else. Yeah, so we have 2 players scouting at the same time here after the gateway, or actually after the gas it was. And Tech scouting the right direction, while Just is not scouting the correct direction here. So early scouting information advantage for Tech here. And what are the builds? We have no early Zealot here for Just. I really need to make sure that I say the names correct because of the colors. And also Tech. Yeah, okay, Tech is going for that 1 Zealot. So if you're not going for that 1 Zealot, for any case in case you didn't know, it will be very hard to defend like a 2-gate Zealot rush. So Tech is playing it safe, just maybe cutting this corner a bit, trying to get his goon out a bit earlier. Getting the goon out a bit earlier makes it so that you can kill the scouting probe earlier, and also you can squeeze out 1 more worker when you go without the Zealot. So very little advantage here for Just, but the very interesting part is always what is the tech after the scouting probe is killed. So let's see. Scouting probe close to being dead here. Oh, what's this? Oh my god. Do we actually see what I just said? I just said 2 gateways near the opponent's base with a later proxy for the 3-gate rush. And it's exactly what we see here. Crazy. Wow. Okay. And what do we have here for tech? We have the 2 gates. Okay, 2 gates can actually defend against the 3 gate if he's on top of his ramp. If he's staying outside here, it will not end well for him. You cannot defend a proxy 3 gate if your units are outside and you lose them, half of them, before you can go up the ramp. So this could be very dangerous here. What is the tech for tech? Is there a robotics coming? Is there a citadel coming? Is there anything? Or will there be a 3rd gate? So far we don't see any additional tech for tech. Yeah, and the first units are getting built out of those proxy gates. Oh, but maybe he can actually catch the first 3 goons off guard. But no, maybe we'll also see like a base trade. Oh my god, guys. What is this game? Oh, this will be so interesting. This will be so interesting. Will he see it? No, he's not reacting. Oh, needs to go up his ramp again. Okay, he's committing. He's committing. But he has only 1 gateway in his main base, so there's no way he can hold his main base. So this is dead. But on the other side as well, this is also dead. Oh, very, very good targeting the pylon here. Oh, very strong. But you have to remember, there are 2 more gates here. But he has no supply right now. Needs to lose some more probes. And this is actually crazy. Who can kill more probes? Probes are evacuating. Both players have 400. But I think, yeah, Juicy just have so much more probes saved. So this is very great for him. Yeah, he can also cancel this goon. So I think Just got it. I think Just really got it. He can just make the Nexus. It's 15 to 6 probes. Ah, there's 1 more probe here in the gas. That will be here to scout later on. Yeah, but Just has so many more probes. I think there's no way. There's just no way. So Just, he also has more minerals and more gas, so everything more here for Just. Already getting 2 pylons, and Tech is not really getting anything because he has no minerals to get the pylon. Yeah, this is really... This game is really over, I would say. Well, this is a funny game. Okay, he just GG's. I'm not sure why he decided to GG. Maybe he just knew that Just had more probes, and he also... I mean, it's obvious that Just had also more gates on the map, right? So overall, Just has more probes and has also more infrastructure to build up. So I guess Tech knows it's over. So GG. Okay, going to the chat again here. He just GG's. No, it's Tech. What can I say, man? I like to use the word just. Yeah, that was game 2. with just winning it. And equals the score to 1-1 here. And we will prepare the next game here, game 3. Just got a message by Snipe that he will be home in a few minutes. So we have the option to wait for him now, or we just do this game and he will surely be in for the next game. Yeah, just tell me what you guys think. I mean, you guys can decide. Should we wait 5 minutes for Snipe, or should we start the game now and get Snipe into the game after? So just tell me, guys, a 5-minute break for Snipe or more action right now. Okay, we have an onwards, we have a 1 minute. 1 minute he is starting his PC, okay. Okay, so I guess yeah, I guess we will just wait then. Yeah, loading up root wall. Okay, so he is already here, so we'll just wait a few more seconds here, and then we have Snipe back in the stream. This is not a base trade, this is a base switch. Okay. I'm not sure if more people would use the word base switch, but yeah, I guess you can say it from both perspectives. And yeah, here we have some compliments again. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ifrit. And now I got a call by Snipe, so let's invite him right away. Welcome, Snipe. You're live already.
Hello. I made it, finally.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just wait for you to join the game, and then we are ready to watch game 3 here.
Awesome. I'm sorry I'm so late. That went a lot longer than I was expecting, unfortunately, but I'm here.
There's a message in the chat. We have some echo, so I hear myself in the background as well. So
yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on my phone. I can hear myself. Okay, there we go.
Always having the stream open, even on the phone. That's very good.
Yeah, didn't want to miss it. Oh, I missed some of it. It was a lot of data, right? But yeah, I caught some of it. So I don't know what the final score between Jaeyoon and Delicado was.
Yeah, it was 3-2 for Jaeyoon. Very close series. And now we are at 1-1 between Just and Tech. And the game is loading up. The map will be Neo Sylphid.
Awesome.
So let me switch the picture here again. The chat, it's over for the chat as a co-caster. Now we have you as a co-caster again. So here we go.
Yeah. Glad I could make it here for a couple of games anyway, 2 or 3.
Yeah, okay, the game is loaded and we are switching to it. Here we go. So, in the top position on Neo Sylphid, we have our brown Protoss. It is DM Tech.
And in the bottom right, we have our yellow Protoss. Guess see, not sure who won which game, but yeah, looking forward to this. I know DM Tech has done some cheesy things like proxy gates and stuff before, so I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. I think there was something aggressive last game. I kind of caught the very end of it. Looked kind of short.
Yeah, it was a crazy game, like base trades, and yeah, I mean just saved more probes and also had gateways on the map, so he just had more for everything, so he won the game. Yeah, but now we have a new game. Let's see Both players again going for a in-base pylon, so no proxies so far in this game, in this series.
One thing we want to see is someone going to go for some sort of a 2-gate. This map, you mean being on low ground, aggressive strategies have maybe a little bit more validity to them, as opposed to something where you're sitting in a high ground main with a small ramp. We'll see if any player opts to do that. It looks like both players are going for their gas, so not necessarily the early 2-gate zealot pressure here.
Yeah, can be very strong for sure on this map. And I mean, we saw just in the last game going for the 3-gate, even with a proxy, so he already showed that he is definitely no stranger to those strategies. But also, we saw Tech in the last round, in the round of 16, going for proxies against Zerg, so he's also not shy of like doing these strategies, so it will be interesting.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't put it past either of them. One thing we should note is Tech scouted through the middle just to check if there was any proxy gates where Just did not. He just went straight for the base. So we'll see if he goes to the middle. It doesn't look like he is going to. So if there was a proxy 2-gate, it might be a little hard for him to defend. But it looks like he went Zealot before Core here, whereas DM Tech went Core before Zealot. So Just has the option, excuse me, to have a second Zealot out, and it looks like he is starting that now.
Yeah, that's interesting. Double Zealot here. Well, let's see if he can put on some pressure with that and maybe do some damage to the economy of Tech, but so far he's not sending Zealot out. Oh, can he kill the Scout Probe? No. Okay, just barely gets away. And the other Zealot is staying in the choke. So no aggressiveness here in the beginning for Just. And yeah, just getting his goons behind it.
Yeah. Well, we do see he's thrown down a second gateway here. Looks like a 10-21 gate type of build anyway. So maybe he's going to be looked to put on a little bit of pressure. We'll have to see where DM Tech goes. I mean, DM Tech has full scouting information. He knows that a second gateway is coming here out of Just. So what is his reaction going to be? Is he going to throw down another gateway? Is he comfortable enough holding off 2-gate Dragoon and just get a Robo or some other sort of tech? We'll have to see.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, he needs to do something. Okay, he's getting the robotics now, but that also means that he will not have a second gateway too early, so he needs to be very defensive with the units that he's building. I don't think you should stay in the natural, to be honest, with one gateway against 2 gateways.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Like, I would like to see him behind his choke here and set up a little arc or concave. Like, he had full scouting information. He knows that this is 2-gate Dragoon coming at him. So he should expect Just to have more Dragoons and be a little bit more pressure heavy. But as we say that, it looks like he's going down to 3 gateways. So this is like a 3-gateway obs here. It's going to be perfectly safe against any kind of DT follow-up or something from Just. I don't know if he's going to have those Dragoons out in time, depending on when Just moves out here. So I would still like to see him maybe keep those units behind for now, and it looks like he's moving out a little bit further with them still. I don't know, is he going to go pressure even against 2-gate with 1-gate?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Those 2 Zealots completely alone by themselves, also not really doing anything? I'm very confused here. What's going on?
It looks like they want to sneak around to do some damage. Maybe kill some probes or something.
Okay, first micro trade goes to Tech, I would say, but he just has so much less units, so this is dangerous for Tech here.
Yeah, I mean, with these Zealots, they had a lot of DPS and they tank a lot of shots from the Dragoons too. Just Dragoons aren't quite in the fight, but yeah, like, he's pushing DM Tech back in here and he's going to contain him. So, is he even going to just push further in here? Looks like
that could be a mistake, because the goons are spawning and now Tech can just out-micro the goons. He can just hit and run, kill all the goons, and then take care of the Zealots. So this was a very good trade by Tech.
Yeah, I think Just should have just held his position outside there. Moving in was definitely a big risk, and you can see, like, it didn't really pay off for him. Now DM Tech is able to get out on the map, and he has a pretty large Dragoon count. Just doesn't really have much behind this. Like, he's adding on a third gateway now, but it's going to be a little bit before he can match the production coming out of DM Tech. So he may even be forced into a defensive position. We'll have to see how the micro goes here.
6 against 6 here. But the units of Tech are a bit more damaged, so I don't think Tech can do anything here. But maybe with those 3 additional goons that are coming.
Yeah, he is going to have a 1 Dragoon advantage here. So this is going to come down a lot to control, like how the engage goes. Just has a very nice position here with his Dragoons. So if DM Tech does decide to dive in with his Dragoons, a lot of Justs are going to be able to damage his right away. I think he's in a pretty good position, so we'll have to see. Looks like DM Tech's just opting to maybe hold a position out here himself and continuing on with his tech, because he does have a shuttle out now and presumably a Reaver just about finished here, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Tech did get the robotics very early. Meanwhile, Just also goes for the shuttle, but has no Reaver in production yet. And that means Tech will have a shuttle a lot sooner with the Reaver, of course, inside. And maybe he goes for the push right before the Reaver of Just can come out. Okay, he just started it now, but this will not be done in time.
Yeah, I think I'm a little worried for Just here. If DM Tech doesn't take that long, if he goes in with this Reaver and his Dragoons, he's going to have a little bit of a window here to possibly punish and maybe even win the game. Like, bust Just here. We'll have to see. Like, as long as he doesn't lose the Reaver too quickly or for free and he can get a couple of good hits off, we should be in a good spot here.
Okay, what is the micro? The Reaver not getting targeted so far. Nice hits by the Reaver. Okay, getting some damage in, but the Reaver is just too strong. Very good targeting by Tech.
Yeah, and now this is really bad for Just. I mean, his Reaver is about to pop, but he's not going to have any Scarabs, and yeah, he just realizes this is over and taps out. GG.
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, he got the early 2 gate against the 1 gate Robo and was not able to really do anything with his unit advantage. I still think the 2 Zealots were in a very weird positioning, and I think that led to him losing the first Goon against Goon trade, and also basically taking too much damage on the Zealots, not really accomplishing anything.
Yeah, it felt like he kind of wanted to sneak around with those Zealots, maybe get into the main of DM Tech to kill some probes or something when there was that goon on goon engagement, knowing that he had 2 gateways earlier, thinking, okay, I'm gonna have enough units to, you know, engage him while these Zealots kill all his probes or something. But it just didn't work out that way for him, and it ended up costing him the game, it seems.
Yes, and that means we could see the last game of today on match point here. Game 4. It is 2-1 for Tech, and let's see if Just can come back or will Tech just finish it. So many Justs in there. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I caught myself doing that a couple times.
Okay, game is prepared. Let's go into it. And here in the bottom left corner of match point, we have our green Protoss down 1-2. It is Just.
And in the top right corner, 1 game away from advancing to the semifinals, it's DM Tech.
Okay.
All right, well, match point. I mean, there's a lot that can happen here. It's a little bit longer rush distance than most of the other maps, but there's definitely lots of places to proxy here, or you can definitely get into situations, especially in PvP, where you just get some kind of build order win, being, you know, wide open naturals and no high ground mains or anything. This can definitely lead to some kind of a build order victory. It doesn't necessarily have to, so we'll have to see what the players, or how the players want to approach this match on this map.
Yeah, again we see no super early probe move out, so no proxy gates or anything like that. This was actually the map that Tech used a proxy on against his Zerg opponent, but this time he's just playing safe. I mean, if you think you are the better player, and maybe he thinks that because he won 2 of the 3 games, I think there's no reason to go for like a proxy. He can just play standard and maybe just win the game in a normal way. So maybe that's what Tech is going for here.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I have that same kind of mentality or something going to tournaments too. It's like, if I feel like I'm the better player, I'm more likely to play something safer or more standard and just be like, okay, I can outplay you in a longer game. But if I know I'm against someone who's maybe better than me, I might try and mix it up or take a risk, a bigger risk somewhere to try and gain some sort of edge. So like I said, that could be exactly what he's thinking. We'll have to see. So far, nothing, although this probe here, okay, I think he was just checking for a proxy from just behind his mineral only there.
Yeah, I have to say, Tech is really checking for proxies in every game where it is possible. So, yeah, very good job here by Tech scouting.
Yeah, I think that lends itself more to him feeling he's maybe the better player. Like, just say, I don't want to die to anything cheesy like a proxy, so I want to see it coming in time. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like Just is even bothering to scout at all. He never sent a probe out. And I mean, he knows where his opponent is. I guess he's not too worried about proxies or maybe DM Tech doing anything super aggressive, like a 2-gate or something like that. So,
yeah, that can give you the little bit of economic advantage because you have your probe mining for a bit longer, and he's also not getting the first Zealot again. We saw that in the first game as well, while Tech is going for a Zealot. So really just trying to cut corners here and there to maybe get a little bit of an advantage.
yeah, we do see his probe scouting now, so he's going to have full intel here. It's kind of hard to block the probe from getting in on this map since the choke is a little bit wider than you'll see on most maps here.
Yeah.
The Dragoon is going to be out, so maybe he can block and kill it before the probe gets a full scout off of this base. But, I mean, not seeing 2 gateways sitting here, I think Just doesn't be reasonably happy with that scout.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice movement by Tech to get 2 hits on the probe, so the Goon could just finish it off with a single shot. But, I mean, Just still scouted like the most important parts of the base. It was the 1 gateway, no other gateway around this pylon, and also the cybernetics core spinning, so no super early DTs or anything like that. So I guess we are both totally fine here, both sides, Just and Tech playing a normal game here.
Yeah, also seeing no Nexus in case DM Tech had decided to go for something greedy like maybe a 12 Nexus or anything like that. So yeah, he's probably feeling pretty comfortable. He is going to go ahead and get out that Robo, so he'll be able to get OBS, or maybe he's going to want to go for a Shuttle Reaver first, where it looks like on the other side, DM Tech is actually going to go straight into 3-gate here, skip OBS, skip Robo altogether. He says, I don't think you're going to go DT. I'm going to just go 3-gate and try and bust you and win right here.
And that is actually correct. So I usually like to go 1-gate robotics myself a lot on ladder and so on. And that's also fine if you have a high ground main with a small ramp, then you are totally safe against the 3-gate. But on this map, it's not the case. Here you have a super wide natural, and a 3-gate can really be dangerous if you're still on 1 gateway and your Reaver's not out yet. So he needs to really hold this ramp that he's sitting there with the 3 goons, but Tech can go the long way around and maybe catch him off guard as well.
Yeah, and that just goes back to what I was saying earlier about, opening up some different types of strategies here just because it is a wider main. Like, you can do something aggressive like this, take that risk, say, I don't think you're going to go DTs, and possibly run over your opponent. And I'm getting a bit worried for Jest here. He did start his shuttle, and he has started a Robo base, so it looks like he himself is not going to go for OBS. But he's going to need that Reaver out fairly quickly. I'm not sure if it's going to be in time as DM Tech, is getting across here with all of his units and looking like he's about ready to be aggressive or pounce onto Just.
Yeah, and this could be super dangerous. Just is so far outside with only 1 gateway of production, so this can really cost him the game right now. It's 5 goons against 5 goons plus 1 Zealot for Tech. And what is the micro? I think Tech has the advantage here with that 1 Zealot. Kills off the first goon, targeting the second goon. Zealot is still alive, and the second goon will probably die as well. It's already damaged, and there it goes down.
There is, Reaver is just about to pop out. He needs to get that Reaver. He's queuing up a second Reaver even. He needs to get those Scarabs on the way. He's going to have to get a few good shots because there's 3 more Dragoons coming in, and Just is only going to have 1 more. So it's about to be, 8 Dragoons against 5 Dragoons and a Reaver. He can't be losing this Reaver or Shuttle here.
Oh, no. Where's the shuttle? No, what? The shuttle not moving at all. What's going on?
Yeah. This does not look good for him. I mean, he got a couple of nice shots off with that Reaver, but I don't think this is going to be enough. Even if he cleans up these 3 Dragoons here, there's still 3 more coming. And the next Reaver is almost done, but I don't know if it's going to be in time here.
Yeah, I think that's game. There's only one gateway. There's the Reavers not out. Scarabs are building, and this time he's actually using the shuttle, but now it's too late. 4 goons will not die to a single Reaver. Okay, nice probe block here. Maybe he can do it with losing some probes in the process, but he needs to be on good micro, and no, that's just not it. That's not enough. And there is the GG.
Yeah, losing that shuttle, losing that Reaver, that's the end there. So, I mean, DM Tech taking a bit of a risk here, saying, I don't think you're going DT, I'm just going to mass up a bunch of quick Dragoons and run you over, and I mean, it worked out for him. He ends up taking down the series 3-1 and moving on to the round of 4.
Yeah, congratulations to Tech. Yeah, I guess he did micro a bit better the whole series, I have to say. We also saw the game on Escalade, where Just actually had 2 shuttles and did not use both of them to pick up his Reavers. Not sure what's going on with that, but yeah, his micro was not up to par here, so he pays for it and is out of the tournament. But of course, getting top 8 in the BSL GosuLeague is no small feat. Very good job for Just as well, and we'll see Tech next time in the semifinals again.
Yeah, but he will have his hands full going up against Jaeyoon. So,
yes, yeah, that is correct. We will take a look and actually wrap up the day and take a look at the next games that we'll see. Let me try to get it on the screen here. There we go. So we saw Delicato losing 2-3 against Jaeyoon. So Jaeyoon is here in the 3rd spot in the semifinals, and Tech just defeated Just 3-1 and gets the last spot in the semifinals. So it will be Jaeyoon against Tech, as you said. And yeah, on the other side, I'm still not sure who advanced there. So if anyone can tell me. Yeah, I'm totally not sure. We had the question in the chat earlier, but nobody replied, so I don't know.
Yeah, because those games are supposed to be cast on Tuesday, right? So the results should be out. Someone should know, right?
Yes, I did not catch the cast on Tuesday, but
yeah, I did not.
Anyways, we'll be surprised. So the next cast of those semifinals, actually both of them, will be happening on the 2nd of June. I will quickly get the schedule here on the screen again, so you can see here round of 4 on the 2nd of June. Again, casted on this channel by myself and Snipe, so will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. I'm trying to hunt down who will be casting, but I'm having no luck so far. But yeah, no, that'll be a lot of fun for sure. We're going to be doing the semifinals. We don't know who's casting the finals. It's just a surprise cast, so yes. I can tell you it's not us in that case, but it's somebody. I'm excited to find out who.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Averti didn't tell me anything, so we'll be really surprised. But yeah, definitely tune in on the semi-final cast. That is next Tuesday, of course. So next Tuesday at our usual time here at this channel, which is 7:30 CEST. I'm not sure what time is it in America. Maybe you can...
the time we do our normal casts?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that would be...
I can check
that's 11:30 for me, so 1:30 Eastern.
Yes.
1:30 p.m. Eastern. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, definitely tune in next time, guys. We had a little shorter cast this time, but overall very nice games here. Sadly, that Snipe, you came a bit late, but next time you will be there from the beginning, and we will have some more awesome games to cast in the semifinals.
Yeah. Sorry again, everyone, that I was late. We had this cast moved a little bit later just for me, and I still ended up missing half the games here, a little more than half the games. I did
It's
make
all
it for a
fine.
couple of games, so
Yeah.
yeah. But I will be here for the semifinals. Excited to cast those and see who we're casting to find out who's going to be playing in the finals of GosuLeague this season.
Yes, and with that said, I think that's all we have for you today. So guys, again, thank you all for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks you for your participation in the chat. Was fun as always, and yeah, we hope to see you next time. So bye bye.
See you, everyone.